within the WWE. So if anything, it would definitely be NXT. I could definitely see him as a trainer, and help the young guys out, sort of point them in the right direction. I would love to see it. I think that he would be a good trainer, but it all depends on if he wants to do it or not, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, if it was only NXT, then he'd have to fly from, I mean, Texas to Florida, but I don't think that he'd have a problem with it.
No, I actually, if that were the case, if I was him, I'd just move to Florida then, just find a house, and then stay there. And then when you completely retire, you can always move back, I guess.
Yeah, he could move next to like oh wait, no, it's not Summer Rae. Who's the stupid one that I'm thinking of? The redhead.
Oh, Ava Marie
Ava
or
Marie. Yeah, I
yeah.
forgot she moved back to California. I was gonna say he'd move next to her and she would go, "I thought you were dead.
Oh my
How are
gosh.
you alive?"
Yeah. Oh my gosh, thought you were dead. LOL.
Kevin Nash, WTF, thought he was dead.
Yeah.
LOL.
Oh, that was fun. But I know that Undertaker was. He went out and said it. That's his dream match, WrestleMania. Undertaker Sting. It won't be for the streak, but it doesn't matter when you got Undertaker and Sting. It's basically WCW versus WWE, basically.
Yep, pretty much. And this is the ultimate battle to see who wins in brand supremacy. Like it should have been in 2001. That was
Yeah.
13 years ago, Vince.
Yeah,
You
13.
screwed it up.
I mean, could you just imagine Undertaker in prime versus Sting in prime? Are you kidding me? You could do a lot with that.
I believe Undertaker, if I'm not mistaken, let me do the math here. I believe he was Cena's age.
When it in '01.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know he's definitely up there now, and kudos for lasting as long as he did wrestling.
Oh, no, he was younger than Cena when he was doing in '01.
Really?
Yeah, he's 49 now. He was 36.
Holy crap! I thought he was in his 50s. I'm not gonna
No.
lie. Wow, he
He's-
looks like he's in his 50s.
That's what wrestling does to you, Buzz.
I guess so. It ages you quicker.
Undertaker, WWE has clarified, though, that Undertaker is not officially retired.
Okay.
So he still wants to do
Well, at least one more match.
at least one.
It looks like it'll probably be against Sting then, more than likely. It'll probably be Sting, Undertaker.
Either Sting or Kane.
Yeah, I guess it's fair that if it is Kane, I wouldn't even be upset with that as sort of a send off but I think that if that happens, I think that would be Kane's retirement match too. Then.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, he even jobbed the Randy Orton's foot this week.
Yeah, he did.
Did you see how he tripped and
He face plant.
face plants out of nowhere?
Yeah, I saw that. Actually, I almost I was just gonna be like drop toe hold. What? So I'm like, my goodness. I feel like if it's not an RKO, he just trips him out of nowhere. It's like feet out of nowhere.
Oh man, that was a ridiculously long Raw though, Buzz.
Oh yeah, I mean they definitely put a lot. I mean, without John Cena, I thought they did a good job. Overall, it was long. It dragged on. But overall, I mean, it's an improvement than what they've been throwing out there in the last couple of weeks, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and you know what? I think having Vince come out to start was a good idea.
It brought that shock value. It's like, oh my gosh, it's Vince McMahon. We haven't seen him since, like he got like F5 by like Brock Lesnar or something like that. So, I mean, it's been a while since, or actually, no, the last time we saw him, that's right after they screwed Daniel Bryan. I apologize, I forgot. Right after they screwed Daniel Bryan, he was like, I saw the light and everything. So, it was a nice shock value. And, whenever you see Vince McMahon, though, you don't know if he's coming out as a face or a heel because he likes to flip-flop. This time, it looked like he was more of a face. I mean, the next time we see him, who knows? But we'll see what... it was nice to see him because he's still a figure in, in the good times of WWE. And, it's almost like that nostalgia thing. You see Vince McMahon... something's going to happen.
Well, I think that's what he's done actually right, is he only comes out when something big's going on.
Yeah, he saves his appearances, which is smart because, like you said, when he comes out, you know something's going to happen. I mean, he's not just going out there for no reason. This time, it was just promote free WWE Network, and then with the added stipulation of the Authority. Next time, it might be something bigger. I mean, the last time we even saw his presence, like on any form, it was to announce the WWE Network, and that was on like the internet there and everything. So you know that whenever you see Vince McMahon, you know something's gonna happen, and that's why he gets a reaction every time.
Yeah, and don't forget for just not. Wait, no, it's free for new users.
Yeah.
Shut up, new users.
What about? Be like, it always bugs me when the loyal ones get punished. Why is it not free for us? You know.
Yeah.
Or at least if you're gonna charge us, give us something. Give us a merchandise. Give us something.
Yep, and Cesaro continues his losing streak on Raw.
I don't get it. I like Cesaro. I think he's the quote the next big thing right here, and they just do not want to tap into that. I don't know why. Why are they not allowing this dude to be a main eventer, even a world champion? I mean, this dude is just waiting for the ball. Just give him the ball. I don't think he'll drop it.
No, and I don't either. But the whole thing is, Cesaro said something along the lines of, how he wants to see new things go on in WWE rather than Cena and Orton. He said that to the media. So I don't know if it's a doghouse thing because of that.
So he sort of like spoke up and everything, and
Yep.
And that does happen. That does happen when you sort of speak up. Sometimes, it shouldn't, because basically he's just saying what he feels, and I guarantee you most of the people agree with him. Most of the wrestling fans agree with him, but I tell you what, you say just one thing, and those not just, I don't think it's more creative team. It's the big brass. They could really be harsh on you, and sometimes it takes a while to get out of that gutter.
It really does, but I think, partially Cena and Orton are probably tired of Cena and Orton.
It's true. I mean, it's going to be to the point where, they just won't be able to do it anymore. I mean, so you got to do something, because, you can't have the same. Eventually, it's just not going to happen. Age is going to get to them. They might get hurt. You can't have them full time forever. You got to start building your stars now, and you use those guys to do it. Instead, they're doing the opposite. They're using the guys that they should be pushing as just more stepping stones for the established stars, and it makes no sense.
Yeah, I know, and you want to talk about established stars. Let's talk about two stars who should really be established. I guess one really is. Seth Rollins, established star.
Yeah.
Almost won the Intercontinental title this week from Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. I was wondering what they were going to do, because it was hard for me to believe that he was going to win the title. I knew that chances are he wasn't going to, especially since he's the briefcase holder. And so I was wondering what they were going to do with that. And, of course, that led up to the main event with Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. And, Dolph Ziggler's still the champion. And apparently that match ended in a no contest. I don't know how, but it did. No bell was rung or anything, so.
So nobody got fantasy points from that one?
No.
Ha.
No.
That doesn't matter to me. Anyways. This Mark Henry Big Show angle continued on Raw. I don't know what to think about it. I'm bored of this. I'm bored of Mark Henry Big Show buzz.
I thought the best part about that was after the match when Mark Henry was standing over the Big Show, and I could clearly hear one of the crowd members say, "Oh my gosh, Big Show's gonna drown." He's drowning because he's the world's sweatiest man, because he's just dripping. And I was all like, I just chuckled. I was like, oh my gosh, that made that feud right there. I mean, just oh my gosh, he's drowning. But yeah, I mean, it's your typical big man versus big man feud. Usually they don't end up too well. Um, you figure that this can't last too much longer. They're gonna do one more brouhaha. Big Show will probably win. Um, because I don't think they're on the Survivor Series team. Oh wait, no, Mark Henry did get on the Survivor Series team, didn't he?
For
Uh,
Authority?
for the Authority, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So that will probably mean Big Show will be on Team Cena. So after Survivor Series, I think that this feud goes into TLC. But it'll hopefully end at TLC, but it'll last at least until then.
Ugh.
Yeah, I hear you.
Can we just TLC them later?
Maybe that's all they need in order to end this feud. A little TLC.
What else did we see on Raw this week? Rollins versus Orton. That was Rollins won pretty cleanly. I was surprised.
Yeah, pretty cleanly, and that was I thought a huge momentum boost because it was clean. It was a small package, yes, but in the end he won cleanly without like grabbing the tights of the ropes or anything, and it's not going to hurt Orton. At this point he's done what he done at this point. Just like if the same thing would have happened to Cena, I mean, at this point, we mentioned Cena and Orton. They've been, nothing could hurt them at this point. And they did exactly what they needed to do with Orton. He's the guy that can help push other stars, and getting a clean win with Seth Rollins, that was perfect. And it established him. Maybe this guy is the future now. People are saying. I mean, he just beat Randy Orton. I mean, this dude has won the WWE title, including beating John Cena multiple times. I mean, this dude was right up there as the top guy for about a decade, along with Cena. I mean, it's always Cena, Orton, Orton, Cena. I mean, so getting a clean victory over him, that's huge for him and his push.
Yeah, do you think though that does having like a Seth Rollins on the card as part of maybe Team Authority, that still does not negate the fact that we don't have the champion on the card, does it?
No, it does not negate that fact. I mean, I get that Brock Lesnar, like I said, I get that Brock Lesnar's part-time. I do. But there's 4 major pay-per-views of the year. The WWE title should always be defended on the major 4. That's almost like Brock Lesnar not showing up for Royal Rumble or even WrestleMania at that point. I mean, what's the sense in having a champion if you're not going to use him for your brand shows? I love Survivor Series matches, don't get me wrong. And I know that there was a time when that's all it was just Survivor Series matches. But, this is the new age where we're used to seeing title matches not only at pay-per-views, but at big pay-per-views. I mean, even if it was like Team Lesnar versus Cena, winner take all, like if Team Cena wins, he's the champ or something like that or something. Okay. I mean, I'm not for that because I think title matches should, just be solely represented by the person, not a team. Because why would, I always say, why would somebody want to win the title for somebody else, which, believe it or not, has been done before. But, it should be for the title should be involved some way, shape, or form. I think all the titles should always be defended on the major pay-per-views, not just at Night of Champions, but at least the major pay-per-views, but especially the WWE title. I definitely don't like the fact that it's not defended. I think he should. I don't mind that he's a part-timer. I really don't. But at the big pay-per-views, I say wrestle Survivor Series, take TLC off, wrestle Royal Rumble, take, I believe, Elimination Chamber, but I heard that's changing now.
It is. It's going to be called Fastlane.
Fastlane.
Oh, God.
Gosh, what is this, a
it's
NASCAR event?
Probably going to be in Chicago, too. Watch.
Yeah, who knows what the heck Fastlane's going to be. It sounds like a NASCAR event or something.
You know this is the Fastlane on the road to WrestleMania.
Is that what they're going for?
You see, that would be the one show that I wouldn't mind the title not being defended on.
Yeah. the one before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That it should be used